Today I'll be reviewing you guys' airports once again. Let's head right into the first one. The first airport today is Bordeaux Vineyard International Airport, a fictional airport in Bordeaux in France. He's building his current terminal and he's not only making the outside but also the inside of the terminal. I'm very curious to see how this is going to look like in the end. The airport has got a nice variety of European airlines. You could consider adding some extra markings to the airport. For now you only have the taxiway and the road for the ground service equipment, and you could consider adding more markings. For example, these markings indicate where certain aircraft types stop at the gate, and you could consider adding these red markings on the outside of your airplane stand. Up next we have Gatwick International Airport, located in London of course. He has got a nice Legos terminal, which of course is a really easy way to create a terminal, and he has actually got a train driving on the terminal, a monorail, which I think is very creative. For the rest you have a nice airport and the ground is made out of paper. You could consider removing these waves in the paper and make sure it's flat on the ground. I think it will look a bit better. And also the taxiway lines you could consider making a bit more prominent by using a Uniposca marker, for example. Up next we have Zurich Airport. He has bought an airport mat here and he connected it to a few pieces of paper, on which he has built his own terminal. And he has got this paper terminal, which I think he bought as well. I like how you have used modeling grass to fill up some of the unused areas, though you could have done it a bit neater, as now the modeling grass seems to be a bit all over the place. Also consider adding some color to your paper part of the airport right here, as I believe it's quite white. I'm sure you can improve on this and make a nice and wonderful looking airport. Up next we have Anchorhead Bay International Airport, located in the southeastern part of the United States. And on first glance it looks okay. You have a combination of both an airport mat and a self-built part, where the airport mat part of course looks great, though consider adding some GSC like stairs, a fuel truck and some baggage carts to your airport. And the self-built part has a lot of nice aircraft. You really have a great collection of Delta aircraft, but the airport itself looks quite empty, with a piece of white foam as the surface and a piece of wood as the terminal. Consider painting the surface a grey tint and making ground markings and also giving the terminal some more attention, but you have a really nice collection of models. Up next we have an airport that is also present on YouTube, from Mile High Aviation. Be sure to check his channel out. He makes awesome videos about model planes as well. And he sent in his Denver International Airport, which is an exact replica of Denver Airport in the United States. And he has got so many aircraft and gates on his airport. He has really optimally used all of the space he had available, so he could fit as many aircraft on his airport. The terminal seems to be mostly 3D printed. Each gate is numbered and has all the markings, plus a very detailed jet bridge, which is very nicely and neatly connected into the terminal. Furthermore, he has got a small runway on his airport, runway 34 right, which he really nicely labeled, and he put an ILS box here. I like how you have created these rubber tire marks where the planes turn onto the runway. Overall, Mile High Aviation, be sure to check him out on YouTube. He's got a really nice airport and a very nice aircraft collection as well. So thank you for sending yours in. The next airport is Indianapolis International Airport, located in Indianapolis, Indiana. And unfortunately you didn't supply any images of the airport in its whole, like an overview shot, but you have included many pictures of the aircraft like these. So judging from these pictures, your airport looks awesome. All the ground markings, like the red outlines here, the taxiway lines and the road, have been included in your airport. I also like the concrete tiles, which you've created using a pencil. For the rest you have a nice collection of aircraft. I really like this Southwest one, a very colorful 737. I think your airport would look even better if you add some ground service equipment to it, like some fuel trucks and baggage carts, but overall your airport doesn't look too bad. Up next we have General Ford International Airport located in Florida in the USA. What immediately caught my attention was the LED strips that you've made on your terminals. They really add a nice effect to your airport. I also like the modeling grass on your airport, which fills up all the areas here. You could consider making the taxiways a bit wider, as this Dreamliner just squeezes through the pieces of grass. Here we have the airport at night, which has the really nice lighting effect from the LED strip on the terminal. Also for you, consider adding some ground service equipment to your airport, as it will really add an extra sense of realism, but overall your airport looks great and thank you for sending yours in. You can follow this airport on TikTok as Mini Jet Spotting. The next airport is Geelong Airport located in Australia. And I'm really getting some really cozy vibes from this airport because he has got all this Christmas lighting, which really gives off a nice vibe. Next to the nice ATC tower, he has got all the departures and arrivals at his airport stick to his terminal, which is really creative. And I think these departures and arrivals are actually corresponding with the traffic on his airport, because it says an RAAF plane is departing, which actually is the case on his runway. He didn't use modeling grass for his airport, but he went a step further and he used actual AstroTurf instead of modeling grass, which I think looks amazing. And talking about being creative, look at the background of his airport. He has created some actual clouds. I really love this idea. Geelong Airport, I really enjoy your creativity with the clouds and the AstroTurf, the departures and arrivals, and even this sign saying I love Geelong. Thank you for sending yours in. The second last airport of this video is Bombay International Airport, which I think is located in America, judging from all these airlines at this airport. You've got a nice airport with a runway, a taxiway and some aircraft stands. All the markings have been included, which is nice. I don't think you have any modeling grass or AstroTurf on your airport, which you could consider adding, as it really adds a nice effect to your airport. You have a small building over here, but you could consider adding some more buildings or a terminal building to your airport, as it will create some depth and some 3D element. But Bombay Airport, thank you for sending yours in. And last but not least, we have Court Airport located in Wisconsin and Chicago, which seems like a really nice airport to me. On the right he has got the Gemini Jets terminal, and here in the center he has got a self-built terminal, and all the way on the left he's got a small cargo section. You've got a nice collection of models, mostly consisting of airlines from the United States. And you said you'd be buying some more GSC, but I already think that it looks great with the amount of GSC you have now. But I believe you can't have enough GSC. There can always be more GSC. The self-built terminal is, I think, made from Legos, which I think looks great. And you have really nicely added the jet bridges to the Legos terminal. You also said you'd be getting better lights, so I'm curious to see how your airport is going to look like when you've added that. And for now, thank you for sending yours in as well. So that is it for this video. Thank you for sending all of your awesome model airports in. I really enjoyed seeing them all. And of course, we're not done yet. We have got over 40 more airports that you have sent in to review. So stay tuned for the next episode. I am really looking forward to seeing all of your airports and getting some inspiration out of them. Please consider to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for now, I would like to thank you for watching and see you in the next video.